continuation of our previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we talked about programming shapes, and we said programming shapes are flowchart symbols that allow programmers represent the flow and control structure of a program. And we also went further by defining a programmer, and we said a programmer is a person who creates computer programs. We have a lovely content for today. Today, we'll be talking about the types of flowchart and also the types of programming shapes. So, let's pay a close attention to this lesson. You can see we have types of programming shapes and how we can use these programming shapes and also what these programming shapes are used for. Not just that, we'll be moving further by checking shapes used in the flow chart. We'll be checking the shapes used in the flow chart. These are the types of flow charts. We have data flow chart, program flow chart, document flow chart, and system flow chart. These charts, they have their own diagrams. This is a data flow chart. You can see the data flow charts have different shapes. You can see we have the square shape and also the rectangle shape. We also have a program flow chart. This is program flow chart. You can see we have the decision shape, which is also known as the diamond shape. And also we have the rectangle shape. Then we have document flow chart. You can see we have the oval shape, the diamond shape, the rectangle shape. You can see it's quite different from the other flow charts. We have the last flow chart, which is the system flow chart. You can see this is the system flow chart. It also have its own shapes. A flow chart is the type of diagram that represents a process. You can see we've seen different diagrams in different flow charts. Let's see shapes used in the implementation of a flow chart. When we say implementation, it means shapes that we can use to make a flow chart. Now we'll be looking at some shapes we can use to make these flow charts. The first shape we have is the oval shape. The oval shape can be used to start a flow chart or to end a flow chart. It determines the beginning or the end of a program in a diagram. It is usually used at the beginning or at the ending of a program. We also have the process. This has the shape of a rectangle. It denotes any action or process to be carried out. It symbolizes any processing function. This is the process shape, which is also known as the rectangle shape. Then we have another one, which is the decision. This has the shape of a diamond. It calls for a decision between two or more parts in a flow chart. This shape calls for a decision. Let's do a recap of today's lesson. You learned so many things today in this lesson. So let's do a quick recap. The first thing we talked about today was types of flowcharts. We said we have the data flowchart, the program flowchart, the document flowchart, and the system flowchart. These flowcharts, they have their own symbols. Then we also talk about shapes used in a flow chart. You can see we have the oval shape, which is known as the start and the end. We have the decision, then we also have the process shape. we've come to the end of this lesson. If you have any questions, use the comment section. I hope you enjoyed the lesson for today. Can't wait to see you in my next class. Bye.